More of our music you remember here on CCO Radio this morning. We'll go back and review some of the music days and years gone by, as we customarily do about this time in the morning. And this morning we're going back to the year 1925.
Dempsey had fought them all. Willard, Purple, Carpentier. Now in the ring of the Sesquicentennial Stadium in Philadelphia, Father Time and a master boxer named Tunney had caught up with the perfect fighting machine which was William Harrison Dempsey. As he stood there in the warm rain, his face battered, swollen, and purple, he met fame halfway, and for the first time gave his followers something to love him for.
Tunney, I guess I just forgot to duck.
Well, we heard from Edward R. Murrow some of the events in 1925. Who was one of the singing stars in that year, 1925? Ethel Waters. And, brother, you got me wrong.
There was a hyper gal in town. They called her Strutting Down. When she lands in town, when she came, why it would came out, she cools them down. Fella, she can't get, our fella, she ain't met. Georgia Cleaner, Georgia Cleaner, Georgia Brown.
All right, that was, again, Ethel Waters, 1925, and Sweet Georgia Brown. Well, Ethel Waters was making that long climb to stardom back in the 1920s. There was a musical group around New York that was doing pretty doggone well. Not really, most of them were, suppose what you'd call jazz musicians. They did not necessarily play jazz, however. They used to play the jazz in the off hours, you know how that goes. But they played the music that would sell, meanwhile. The group known as the California Ramblers. What a man. Mr. Murray, and the big song from that Broadway production, Rio Rita. Also, we'll hear the Texas Rangers song in conjunction. Rio Rita and the Texas Rangers song, 1927. Listen to some music by a gentleman who was born in Washington, D.C., 1899. He got his name, nickname, from his fastidious dress, his sartorial splendor. You might have guessed that was the Duke, Duke Ellington, on one of his compositions entitled East St. Louis Toodaloo. trumpet there, huh? East St. Louis Toodaloo, 1927, the great Duke Ellington Orchestra. It's 9 minutes now before 2 o'clock, 27 degrees, Minneapolis-St. Paul. Ziegfeld's Whoopee in 1928 starred Eddie Cantor and Ruth Eddy. It was a splendid musical score written by Walter Donaldson and Gus Kahn. And there are many people who rate this show as one of the best musical comedies of at least that decade anyway. The noted Irish playwright and critic Sir John Irving, after seeing Eddie Cantor in this stage production Whoopee, rated Eddie Cantor with Will Rogers and Bert Lauer as one of America's 3 greatest theater comedians. Cantor had those flickering eyelids, you know, had quick, nervous hands, and used to take a lot of little gulps and gasps, and kind of a flighty fellow, jumped around a lot, had that look of bewilderment, which made him appear extremely funny. This is a song from that production, Whoopee, in 1928. Eddie Cantor with the Nat Shilkret Orchestra, and the song's entitled Hungry Woman.
Broke again, gentlemen, I am ruined now. Wall Street's not to blame for the racing game. I have spent every cent, let me tell you how. Listen, one and all, to the cause of my downfall. Hungry women.
Stokes is on fiddle, he does some of the talking on the recording, Puckett is on the guitar. Here's their version of Sally Johnson, 1930.
Well, folks, we're going to play you a little tune now. Some folks call it Sally Johnson, but us folks down south call it Katie Hill. So we're going to play it for you. Here we go.
$1 baby in a 5 and 10 cent store. The rain continued for an hour. I hung around for 3 or 4. Around $1 million baby in a 5 and 10 cent store. She was selling China, and when she made those eyes, I kept buying China until the crowd got wide. Incident drinks here, you could run into a shower, just stepped inside my cottage door, and me saw $1 million baby from the 5 and 10 cent store.
I found $1 million baby in a 5 and 10 cent store, 1931. The Boswell Sisters with Victor Young. With Claude Thornhill. Also some of the really swinging things that the band was doing, arranged by Gil Evans, like Anthropology and Donna Lee and Yardbird Suite, featuring such guys as Lee Konitz and Red Rodney, some of the younger bop-oriented musicians. Well, this is one of the sweeter sounds of the Thornhill Band in 1946. There are actually 2 numbers, maybe even more, with the same title. And we're going to listen to the other version of it, or the other song with the same title later on. But this is Claude Thornhill with Fran Warren, 1946. It's called Early Autumn. Another Early Autumn, 1946, Claude Thornhill with Fran Warren. The other Early Autumn, to which I referred here a few minutes ago, probably a little more popular, and we'll hear that a little later by the Woody Herman Orchestra, Early Autumn. Well, that was nice. That was Fran Warren with Thornhill there in 46. Time is 25 after 3 o'clock. In baseball yesterday, 5th game of the World Series, the Yankees 12 and Los Angeles 2. Yankees clubbed out 16 singles and 2 doubles, 18 hits in all to beat the Dodgers. The series now moves back to Los Angeles for the 6th and 7th games. We'll have them on WCCO Radio. First one there will be Tuesday night, 7:15. The Dodgers will have Don Sutton going for them, and the Yankees will counter with Jim Catfish Hunter. So that'll be 7:15 Tuesday night. Yesterday, the pounding given to the Dodgers by the Yankees also made way for 2 World Series records to be broken. The Yankees and Dodgers combined for 24 singles. New York with 16, the Dodgers with 8. So that's 24. The old record of 23 was set by the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Yankees in 1960. Well, by George, it's time to once again rouse our 12 beautiful singing, dancing girls and put them to work here. They work, just twice during the course of the night. Once a little after, about 6 minutes after 1 in the morning, and then again around 4:20, 4:30, somewhere in there. So, girls, if you're all set, I guess I'm all ready here. Yes, doesn't it though? seems like just yesterday we were listening to the Ellington Band playing Mood Indigo. Actually, it was this morning, a little after 1 o'clock, 1930. We dealt primarily with the big band, some of the tunes associated with them through the years. Ellington, Mood Indigo, Don Redman, I Got Rhythm. Al Kemp in the band with a serenade for a wealthy widow, Claude Hopkins, and 3 Little Words. We heard from Tommy Dorsey, I'm Getting Sentimental, and Stardust. Benny Goodman, Sometimes I'm Happy and Stompin' As a Savoy. Fletcher Henderson with a Down South Camp Meeting, and Ray Noble with A Touch of Your Lips. Count Basie, Shoeshine Boy. Chick Webb and Ella Fitzgerald, A Stairway to the Sky. Oh, get out of the way here.
Mr. McFarlin, did you warm up the car for us?
Oh, no, I forgot all about warming up the car.
We quit.
Oh, I'm in for it. They quit. Well, hold on here. We'll run down and warm up the car for you. Don't quit now. We need you next week, you see.